I'm Larry, an associate in biomedical informatics at the High Dive Lab at Harvard Medical School, who identifies as a person who stutters. Thanks for creating this space and for having me. I'm presenting our paper using OpenKeyNav to enhance the keyboard accessibility of web-based data visualization tools. Data visualization tools play a crucial role in research, allowing us to interact with complex data sets in a visual and intuitive way. However, most of these tools rely heavily on mouse-driven interactions. This creates significant accessibility barriers for people with motor disabilities who may experience difficulty using a mouse, reinforcing systemic inequities and limiting their participation in research, education, and professional opportunities. According to the Web Content Accessibility Guidelines, all interactions should be possible using just the keyboard, with few exceptions. Many users with motor disabilities rely on a keyboard. If we can enable interactions through the keyboard, then we stand a chance at making the data viz more inclusive for all. In our research, we explore how OpenKeyNav, a JavaScript-based, open-source, MIT licensed keyboard accessibility library, can be used to improve the keyboard accessibility of data viz tools. We demonstrate this through a persona named Alex, a data analyst for a hypothetical film production company. Alex's task is to create a complex data viz comparing movie genres, revenue, and ratings using Voyager, a web-based data viz tool similar to industry-leading Tableau. However, Alex recently developed a repetitive strain injury, making it difficult to use a mouse. Alex can still use their keyboard, but since tools like Voyager typically require extensive drag and drop actions, this task would be impossible without keyboard accessibility. OpenKeyNav generates keyboard shortcuts dynamically, enabling users to perform many tasks that would typically require a mouse. With OpenKeyNav integrated into Voyager, Alex can now drag data pills into different encoding shelves entirely through keyboard shortcuts. That they place a major genre field onto the x-axis, a US gross revenue field on the y-axis, and an IMDb rating field on the color channel without needing to touch a mouse. Alex doesn't have to memorize these shortcuts. They are dynamically generated and show up when needed. Organizations may deprioritize developing for keyboard accessibility due to perceived visibility. Automated accessibility tools may catch some issues, but keyboard navigation failures can be hard to automatically find, often leaving them ignored. But browser extensions and OS navigation aids may enable end users to regain some autonomy, but they may not identify all interactive elements. They can't handle complex interactions like drag and drop, and they shift the responsibility for access onto the marginalized end user. Since OpenKeyNav makes it easier for developers to implement keyboard accessibility, it can help change the status quo. Developers can install OpenKeyNav in one line of code using npm or cdn. Two lines of code are all that's needed for developers to initiate OpenKeyNav with support for clicking on interactive elements and also navigating. Enabling drag and drop can be as simple as defining draggable elements and their drop zone targets to just a couple more lines of code. Further work includes user studies and extending this interaction paradigm to ship support, moving sliders, hovering over elements, and other mouse-driven interactions. Thank you. We invite developers, researchers, and organizations to discuss how OpenKeyNav can help improve the keyboard accessibility of their tools. Let's work together to make more inclusive, accessible environments for data viz. Thanks.
Wonderful.